Off with Tom Dowd with BrooklynNets.com.
Hey, Kyrie, just curious what you thought about the overall effort tonight. 7 guys in double-figure scoring, but also some good gang rebounding, 3 guys with at least 6 assists.
Yeah, we needed everything tonight from everyone. We obviously started off the game with 7:17 left on the clock. It was 21-8. So, we had to battle our way back. But I feel like we found something good in the second half in terms of guarding Zion and also B.I. Obviously, they had some high-scoring numbers, but, we wanted those other guys to beat us. So, I'm glad that it ended in our favor.
Brian Lewis with the New York Post.
Hey, Kai. This is twofold. I'm just curious, comparing this to the end game, obviously Sunday, was there anything different about the way that you guys executed this game schematically down the last, minute than Sunday's game? And secondly, obviously the verdict was a concern nationwide. You guys, I take it some of you got a chance to watch this pregame. What was your response in there? What was the reaction in there to the verdict?
We'll discuss that more as a team, keep that internal, but we just have a long way to go as a country. Obviously we have some progress being made in terms of conversations being had and justice being served. But we just still have a long way to go. So it's a great time to reflect and see how far we've come in the last year, with the verdict and the case. And unfortunately losing a few lives in the last year due to police brutality and just violence out in the streets. So, we just want to continue to galvanize each other and be there for one another as human beings and continue to support, justice being served. That's most important. And then on the first part of your question, we just made shots. I think in the last 3 minutes in the Miami game, we just should have had maybe 2-3 plays just to be able to run. And I think tonight, we're just playing off each other really well and just making some easy plays. And just worked out in our favor. So.
Malika Andrews, ESPN.
Thank you for your thoughts on the Chauvin trial, Kyrie. I was wondering, before the game, Steve Nash said that it was even maybe more important now that all of the guys who've been getting, the stay ready reps, these other reps all over the place are ready to go now, because you had hoped that this is when everyone was going to be healthy, and that wasn't the case. I'm wondering what you think of that preparation now and how it's needed with you guys being shorthanded.
Yeah, the attention to detail, the focus is definitely going to need to be at a different level now that we don't have some guys in the lineup. With some of the NBA teams, you just figuring it out, this process. So we're not the only ones in, kind of that position, but all we can do is focus on what we can control out there. And those guys have been doing a great job of staying ready. That group that we've labeled that Stay Ready group, they're just going out there and doing it. And now we're asking them to do a little bit more offensively and defensively, be a lot more communicative. And, we're going against teams in the second half of the season, or we're winding down. So the level of play is definitely raised. Teams are definitely trying to get in position throughout the standings. So you just got to be aware of that Eastern and Western Conference, and you just got to be able to just go out there and play. So looking forward to continue to coach and lead the young guys, with all of us here. So.
Stephen Bondi, New York Daily News.
Hey, Kyrie. The word before the game was that James Harden was out indefinitely and with the hamstring issue, and Steve Nash said he didn't know if he'll be back for the rest of the regular season. Knowing James like you do, how much will that long a layoff affect him, if at all, once you guys get into, the pressure cooker of the playoffs?
Well, I think James can answer that better than I can in terms of just how he feels. But I think as a team and as one of his teammates, we just want him to be as healthy as possible. The level of play that is needed in the playoffs or on that main stage is totally different than the regular season. And when you're just going out there just trying to figure it out, it's never easy for anyone, no matter how long they've played in the league. And, it's not hard. It's not easy to just take games off and then come back in for anyone. So we just want him to take his time. But obviously the regular season is winding down, and we just want reps. I think we just all want reps together. But if we're not able to get that, then we'll have to figure it out. And that's just been the sentiment throughout the season. It's just a figuring out process of just kind of meshing this together and game